Hattori Hanzo was born in 1542 in Hekakaigun, Mikawa Province, present-day Okazaki City, Aichi Prefecture. His real name was Hattori Masanari, but he became known by the nickname, Hanzo. The Hattori family was a lineage of ninja from Iga for generations. And his father, Hattori Yasunaga, was a ninja serving Tokugawa Ieyasu. For this reason, Hanzo was trained as a ninja from an early age and grew up with excellent martial arts, military tactics, and stealth techniques. The Iga region is a rugged, mountainous area, and to prevent intrusions from outside, the local residents developed ninjutsu. The Hattori family was a part of this, and ninjutsu became an essential technique for information, warfare and assassination missions during the Sengoku period. Hanzo was born of this Iga ninja bloodline and education, and began to show extraordinary talent. Hanzo's first battle took place in 1560, when he was only 16 years old. Immediately after Oda Nobunaga defeated Imagawa Yoshimoto in the Battle of Akehazama. He participated in battles in which Tokugawa Ieyasu was expanding his power in Mikawa Province. At this time, Hanzo's talent had already blossomed, and he contributed to the victory by sneaking into the enemy camp and launching a surprise attack. Due to his work in this first battle, he was nicknamed Demon Hanzo, and his fame spread. Hanzo was particularly skilled at night attacks, surprise attacks, and infiltrating enemy camps, which are unique to ninjas. His tactics were very clever, causing confusion with movements that were beyond the enemy's predictions. In addition, the ninja unit he commanded, the Hattori group, was small, but highly mobile and stealthy, and was a force that could influence the course of the battle. Hattori Hanzo was most famous during his time in the service of Tokugawa Ieyasu. Ieyasu had expanded his power through an alliance with Oda Nobunaga, but he needed a reliable subordinate amid the chaos of the Sengoku period. Hanzo lived up to that expectation and succeeded in gaining Ieyasu's trust. After Oda Nobunaga was killed by Akechi Mitsuhide in the Honnoji Incident in 1582, Ieyasu was forced to make the decision to return to Mikawa, to avoid Mitsuhide's pursuit. At this time, Hanzo cooperated with local Iga ninjas, and played a role in guiding Ieyasu safely to Mikawa. This escape, known as Iga Go, is a famous episode that shows how resourceful Hanzo was, and his ninjutsu skills were. Ieyasu was deeply grateful for this achievement, and Hanzo became one of Ieyasu's most trusted aides. Hanzo continued to take part in many battles for the Tokugawa family. In particular, he played an important role in supporting Ieyasu's army during the turbulent Warring States period. Following the death of Oda Nobunaga, his ninja unit often predicted enemy movements in advance, and turned the tide of battle in their favor through surprise attacks and infiltration. In the Battle of Anagawa in 1570, the Oda Tokugawa allied forces defeated the allied forces of Azai Nagamasa and Asakura Yoshikage. In this battle as well, Hanzo gathered enemy information, and confused the enemy forces by launching a night attack. In the Battle of Nagashino in 1575, the Oda Tokugawa allied forces defeated Takeda Katsuyori. In this battle, Hanzo demonstrated his true talents as a ninja, infiltrating enemy camps and sabotaging supplies. Hanzo's tactics were not just combat, but also included elements of psychological warfare and information warfare, the style of attacking at a time when the enemy was not expecting it, and then turning the tide of battle in one fell swoop, was very innovative and effective for the Sengoku daimyo of the time. After the turmoil of the Warring States period subsided, and Tokugawa Ieyasu took control of the country, Hanzo gradually moved into retirement. Ieyasu rewarded Hanzo for his achievements by giving him a vast mansion. The name, Hanzomon, in Chiyoda Ward, Tokyo today, is said to be derived from the location of his mansion. This place is a corner of Edo Castle, and it shows how important Hanzo was to the Tokugawa shogunate. Even after his retirement, Hanzo continued to be important to Ieyasu. He continued to be involved in important decisions as an advisor to Ieyasu. Hanzo's advice was particularly important when it came to Ieyasu's succession issues, and when it came to solidifying the foundations of the Edo shogunate. Hattori Hanzo died in 1596 at the age of 54. There are no detailed records of his death, but it is believed that he spent his later years peacefully, having survived the rough seas of the Warring States period. Hanzo's will was passed down to his son, Hattori Masanari, but Masanari never achieved the same success. as Hanzo and the family line eventually fell into decline. Hattori Hanzo's name was passed down long after his death. Especially during the Edo period, Hanzomon and Hanzobori were built in Edo Castle, named after him, and his fame became immovable. His tactics and ninjutsu influenced the intelligence activities and guerrilla tactics of the Japanese military in later times, and are still studied by many researchers today. Hanzo is also widely known in the world of fiction, and is depicted as a symbolic figure of the ninja. The story of Hattori Hanzo, told in novels, movies, anime, etc., mixes fact and fiction, but makes his character fascinating. He was not just a ninja or a samurai, but a man who survived in the harsh conditions of the warring states. Period with strategy and courage, and he remains deeply engraved in Japanese history.